I'll tell you now, there will be zero spoilers in this video for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new show streaming on Disney+. GameMasters here, and while the majority of my videos are about gaming, you guys know that every now and again, I've got to chat a bit about other geeky things. And Star Wars has been on my mind lately with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and, well, I've got kind of a small beef with Disney in regards to Star Wars. As mentioned, this will be spoiler-free, but I will be referencing some past Star Wars movies in this video. Recently, Kathleen Kennedy had an interview in Vanity Fair magazine in which she said that they will not be using younger actors to portray the original Star Wars iconic characters. She references Solo, a Star Wars story, with Alden, I'm going to mispronounce this, Ehrenreich as Han Solo, and how it made less than any other Star Wars movie as one of the reasons. Except, I don't think Disney is being totally honest with themselves as to why it made less money. And I'll get to that in a moment, but I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that in Mandalorian and in the Book of Boba Fett, we have someone portraying a young Luke Skywalker, you know, an original Star Wars iconic character. Yeah, I know, Mark Hamill was de-aged or AI'd, so technically that could be a pass. However, in Obi-Wan Kenobi, we have to avoid spoilers, we have some younger actors portraying some original Star Wars iconic characters as well. Returning back to Solo, personally, I'd love to see a series or movie with Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, and I really enjoyed Alden as Han Solo. But I'm going to tell you now exactly why I think Solo did so poorly at the theater, and why I think Disney is improperly putting the blame on it. Episode 1, 2, and 3 were all about Anakin Skywalker and his story. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 were about Luke Skywalker and his story. Episodes 7, 8, and 9 should have been about a Skywalker and that Skywalker story. And we can see where J.J. Abrams was setting up the possibility of Rey being a Skywalker. And yes, one could argue that it was about a Skywalker in regards to Ben Solo, with him being the son of Leia. But he was not really the main focus or main character. And while The Force Awakens certainly talked a lot about Luke, it also hinted much about Rey somehow being a Skywalker. We even had much speculation that she could have been Luke's daughter. At the end of it, we saw him standing over a gravestone, and we know that he was married to Mara Jade. Yeah, of course, that's not actually considered canon, but again, J.J. Abrams easily set this up as a possibility. And then Rian Johnson stepped in with Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and with a quick throwaway line from Kylo Ren about Rey's parents. They were filthy junk traders, sold you off for drinking money. They're dead in a pauper's grave in the Jakku desert. You come from nothing. You're nothing, but not to me. And this removed the essence of Skywalker from the franchise. It made the Skywalker legacy non-existent. Sure, Kylo could have been lying, but Rian's departure from what the essence of Star Wars was about didn't end there. While Luke was certainly in The Last Jedi, he was just not the same Luke we all knew. Was it really necessary for us to see him go drink milk from a giant creature's boob? Let's not even get into Leia doing a flying nun resurrection flight from the depths of space back into her ship. And exactly who was the last Jedi? Was it Luke? I mean, he was a Jedi at one point, sure, but they made it clear that he renounced the Jedi ways, so he couldn't possibly have been the last. Leia? Well, I've seen all the movies and thought that Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon from Episode 1, when they did that super fast run, that was pretty spectacular Jedi training, but to survive in the void of space? Now, surely that means that Leia was the last Jedi, right? Or are we talking about Rey? Is she a Jedi now? Well, no, she wasn't. So even all these years later, I still don't know who the last Jedi actually was. Maybe Rian Johnson was going with the concept of once a Jedi, always a Jedi? Even if that Jedi renounces being a Jedi because it's in the script. There was so much here that fell flat on its face. We've also seen how vocal Mark Hamill has been about how Luke Skywalker was portrayed in this movie. And this brings me back to Solo, a Star Wars story. The Last Jedi was released on December 15th, 2017. Solo was released on May 10th, 2018, roughly 5 months later. But here's the thing. What made it have such poor numbers at the box office was our refusal to open our pocketbooks multiple times because Rian Johnson pushed out such a reversal of what made Star Wars Star Wars. He renounced the Skywalker legacy. We were also disappointed at the departure of the Skywalker saga that was missing within The Last Jedi, that many never gave Solo a chance. But Disney refused to see that, and instead they blamed Solo as a whole. It's really not difficult to follow a theme. Look at Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This movie was a total blast, and easily Solo could have been as well. But again, I think too many people were speaking with their money, and Disney put the blame in the wrong place. Now, this is just all my opinion, of course. Rian Johnson and certainly no one from Disney is going to watch this video. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not attacking him as a person. Hell, I'm not even attacking him as a director or a storyteller. I'm simply saying that the movies should have been, at their core, always about the tale of a Skywalker. I think in the years to follow, Disney sort of started to see the light, and J.J. Abrams tried to put it back on track with Rise of Skywalker, but sadly for many, the recipe just left a bad taste, kind of like what Coca-Cola did with New Coke back in the mid-1980s. One thing I feel is that many fans are being encouraged by the new shows that are being released on Disney+. The Mandalorian has been, by and large, very fun to watch. Book of Boba Fett is a thrill ride, and yeah, there's been some folks out there that have some issues with it. Star Wars has been a tale of redemption for many characters, and I think that's what we are ultimately seeing with Boba Fett. Some feel he should just simply remain a ruthless bounty hunter, but still redemption. And of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi is fantastic, though it's leaving me with one blaring question. But to avoid spoilers, I'll ask that in another video. You guys tell me, is Disney wrong about Solo, a Star Wars story? I actually liked it. Let me know your thoughts about it and Star Wars in general down in the comments below. And until next our paths cross, live long and prosper. Wait, may the Force be with you.